Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Hannah with Soul, Mind, Body, Self-Care. And today I wanted to talk about a very important topic, mental health. I'm going to share 10 ways that we can actively, holistically care for our minds. A while back on Instagram, I put up a poll asking if people struggled with knowing how to care for their minds, and a majority said yes. So I wanted to address this. I think it can seem very nebulous, but mental health is connected to our physical health, is connected to our spiritual and emotional health. It's all intertwined, and it's so important. So I wanted to really make it, as always, very accessible and applicable to every moment, everywhere. Let's dive into 10 ways we can care for our minds. Okay, number one is doing a social media detox, and I'm a big proponent of this. I've taken several week-long, month-long breaks from social media. I have so much that I could say about social media and more later. But for right now, for our purposes, we just have to realize that we live in a day and age where we are bombarded 24/7 by information, notifications, pings. Our social circles have just exploded via social media, whereas they used to be so close and tight-knit and people that you knew in person, in real life. Now they literally extend around the world to people that we will never even meet in person. We're invited into intimate moments of people's lives that we don't even know, we'll never know. And you know, we were never created to carry the scope of burdens or the level of information that we do nowadays that is so accessible right there at our fingertips. So for our mental health, we need to be detoxing from social media regularly. We need to be completely unplugging. We need to be deleting the apps. We need to be, at the very least, unfollowing people who do not lift us up and encourage us. Take the weekend off. I am only on Instagram and YouTube and Pinterest, and I take usually Fridays to Mondays off. So I will be super active the other days, and I post on Instagram Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then of course I post my videos here on Thursday, but all of the other days I try to take off. A lot of times I will delete the apps and I will walk away and just kind of give my mind a chance to reset. So try taking a day off from social media once a week, or taking a week off once a month, or taking the weekends off, whatever works best for you. At the very least, like I said, unfollow people who aren't lifting you up. Turn off your notifications. It's super simple to do in the settings of your phone, so that you are not notified absolutely every time someone likes a post or comments on a post or posts a post. We don't need to know that at the moment that it happens. So setting clear boundaries is key for maintaining mental health when it comes to social media. Okay, this next one is probably going to be very controversial, and it is not easy, but I wouldn't ask you to do anything that I haven't done. So I would say when it comes to mental health, what we put in our bodies is huge. It has a profound effect on our minds. So I would suggest cutting out gluten, conventional dairy, alcohol, and caffeine. I would suggest eliminating them for a certain period of time if it's 2 weeks. I personally did a more intensive elimination diet, and I did it for 2 months because I had some really big physical issues that I was trying to address. And I know that elimination diets can be very hard, and it was very hard, and I don't recommend them for the long term. But I do think giving yourself the chance to see how you feel without those foods and drinks influencing you is knowledge, and knowledge is power. So try an elimination diet. Like I said, 2 weeks. Usually I think people see the best results from 6 to 8 weeks. And give it a try. It's worth a try for the sake of our mental health. Number 3 is purpose to continue to actively learn. You know, as human beings, we're born learners. It kind of gets sucked out of us a little by school and just general life when we're told that we have to study this or study that. I know personally after my master's program, I was just completely burned out on reading. Like, I didn't want to see another book. And I get that. It's also very sad to me because we were born learners. It comes naturally. If you watch kids, they're little sponges. They soak everything up. They don't have to be told how to do it. It just comes naturally. So tap into that inner child, preschool, literally preschool, and determined to continue to actively learn. Try keeping a running list of books you want to read, courses you want to take, podcasts you want to listen to. Schedule it in, make it a part of your daily, weekly rhythms that you read a chapter of a book or you listen to a podcast while you're doing dishes or while you're driving. Sign up for Audible if you love audiobooks. I know my library offers a free app that I can read digital downloads on. Whatever you do, however you do it, just make a commitment to yourself that you're going to continue to actively learn, because this is so key for mental health. Number 4, practice being present. And yes, I know that's kind of cliche and trendy and seemingly impossible, especially if you're a mom of littles, but it is key to mental health. Practicing being in the moment, being present right where we are. It's difficult, but so worth practicing. So here are a few ways that I do that on a daily basis. I limit social media and screens in general as much as I can. I practice yoga. Just the breathing and the movement together is so mentally freeing and keeps me in the moment. I ask for help, which has been a learned skill. Ask for help so that I have the mental capacity that I need to remain present. I have to learn how to breathe. Literally, I spent years holding my breath and I've had to learn how to breathe deeply and fully in the present moment. I've practiced meditation, whatever that means for you, however it works best for you. Sometimes for me, it's just a couple of moments of really tuning in and seeing how I feel, meditating on a scripture. I love to journal my prayers because I do get very distracted when I try to pray, so it helps me to be writing them out. I also love the practice of keeping a gratitude list, whether it's an ongoing list or listing a certain number of things every day. And finally, establishing daily, weekly, seasonal rhythms is so important to me, and I feel is so key to successfully practicing self-care in every respect, but when it comes to our minds. So try any of those things I just mentioned, or getting a notepad and a pen and making a few moments, some space to sit and really be honest with yourself about what you need to be more present. And then take action, make it happen. Number 5 is doing a daily brain dump. I love this one, it's so effective. I love to do mine right before I fall asleep at night. It just helps me clear my mind and gives me a place to write down all the things that are just swimming around, that are just feeling very big and overwhelming, and I find that once I get them down on paper, they don't seem as big or overwhelming anymore. So try getting a notebook and a pen and spending a few moments just writing down everything that's on your mind. Just random order. Doesn't have to be organized. Just get it all out on paper, and then you can see it for what it is, and you can scratch out the things that don't matter. You can prioritize the things that do, and it's just a lot more clear and not as jumbled, and then your brain will be free.